Welcome to the University of Missouri's presentation summarizing our mentor project entitled Exploring the Use of the Cluster Mentoring Model to Enhance Science Identity. First, I want to take the opportunity to introduce our project leadership team. We have myself, Natasha Davis, and I serve as the Executive Director of Access and Leadership Development in the Division of Inclusion, Diversity, and Equity. We have Michael Garcia, who is an Associate Professor in the Department of Biological Sciences, Terrell Morton, who is an Assistant Professor of STEM Education in the Department of Learning, Teaching, and Curriculum. And we have Jim Brown, who is our Associate Director of Access and Leadership Development. So to summarize, the project will seek to use a cluster mentoring model to deliver, implement, and enhance evidence-based activities and interventions designed to increase the science identity and sense of belonging of students from groups traditionally underrepresented in the agriculture and life sciences. The cluster mentoring structure aligns with the goal of creating a holistic supportive community aimed at encouraging and supporting the overall socialization of early stage students into their departments and their chosen fields. For the purpose of this project, cluster mentoring refers to a mentoring group that relies on both a faculty mentor and a peer or near peer mentor to lead a small network of selected scholars and facilitate discussions, activities, and opportunities which we feel will enhance their academic, personal, and professional growth. Evidence has shown that faculty-mentor relationships can derive significant benefits for students, particularly as it relates to their overall persistence, retention, and completion within their chosen field. Much like faculty mentoring, peer mentoring has shown to positively impact student success, as well as show increases in student sense of satisfaction and belonging at their institution. So with that, cluster mentoring really does provide us with the best of both worlds, as it will allow us to have a very comprehensive layered approach to expanding this area of student supports. The project will be grounded in the community cultural wealth conceptual framework, a model which divides cultural capital into 6 different forms. Research suggests that these 6 forms of capital positively influence underrepresented students' persistence in STEM via the development of STEM identity and enhancement of motivational concepts such as self-efficacy. So as we see, these 6 forms include aspirational, or the ability to maintain hopes and dreams; linguistics, skills obtained through various types of communication; familial, or knowledge that's gained by the development of kinships and relationships; social, which are networks and community resources; navigational, which are skills to maneuver through social entities and institutions; and resistant, which is insight gained through opposition. The project will seek to achieve the following objectives. First, we want to make sure we're utilizing cluster mentoring to support and enhance our project activities that we just talked about within the 6 forms of cultural capital. We want to show gains in learning attitudes towards science identity, self-efficacy, sense of belonging, and those cultural capitals. And we also want to increase academic experiences and retention in the selected fields. Participants of the program will be first and second year undergraduate students from groups traditionally underrepresented in agriculture and life sciences. The project will leverage existing campus relationships with programs that serve the target population to identify and recruit right about 20 or so students in those selected disciplines. Student mentees will be divided into 5 groups of 4, which will include 4 student mentees, and they'll also include 1 faculty mentor and 1 peer or near peer mentor. The timeline for the project are as follows. From October to December, we will recruit and select the mentors, both faculty mentors as well as peer and near peer mentors. At this time, we'll also recruit and select student mentees. Once these selections have been made, the mentoring groups will be assigned based on the student's self-assessment of needs and interests. Selected mentors and mentees will sign contracts verifying the parameters of the cluster mentoring expectations. We will conclude the semester with a program orientation. This orientation will then set the stage for the next semester of activities. There, from July through April, we seek to begin the weekly cluster mentoring meetings. We also want to introduce and demonstrate to the group a career exploration tool which they will engage in throughout the semester. We will conduct individual developmental plans and review and update them with each student at least twice a semester. We will deliver monthly seminars focusing on those 6 forms of cultural capital. And finally, we'll conduct evaluation throughout the semester and provide a data summary report. That concludes the summary of our project. Please feel free to contact us with any questions or feedback and our opportunities to potentially collaborate. Thank you again for your time and interest.